Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 7th round of the Formula Roblox League Division 2 Championship. We are here at Rio Street Circuit, which is going to be a very tricky track for everyone. Arguably the most difficult track out of all of them. A lot of technical corners, and we're expecting the polar opposite of what we've had last week with having two really high-speed tracks where slipstream is OP. Here, dirty air is going to be key as the drivers will struggle through the narrow streets of Rio. And I've been rambling for a little bit, been a bit rude not to introduce the commentators for today. Say hello, Isomus.
Hello.
Welcome.
And we've just had a really good D1 race. It was a race of attrition, mainly new tires. That's the main focus of this week. New tire compounds. No one has really had the opportunity to really use them in a full race in D2. So we'll see what really happens here. It's going to be really unpredictable, and I think it's going to be a pretty fun race. Cars making their way through qualifying.
So, Blazed leading the pack. He will start his lap soon. He's at the hairpin, trying to get a best exit as he can, as he will be the first driver to cross to start his qualifying lap. So Blaze a bit decent through first couple of corners. Looks like he's gonna have a good turn 3 as well. Going through the chicane, very tough.
Gets a nice exit.
Now into this tricky corner. You don't know exactly where to brake, but he'll try to hit the curb. He does, but he goes very wide. This might not be good for him. He corner cuts.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna ruin his lap. He's gonna reset as expected. And it looks like Bacon's making his way through turn 1 as Wolfseer has set a purple sector 1. Bacon's and Wolfseer are the two strongest contenders right now for pole, as Bacon's is gonna set a purple sector 1. Nice sequence of corners by him through here. Looks like Wolf, he's going.
Oh,
he's gonna try to finish sector 2 here.
Oh, Bacon's, I think, has got the second purple sector. Doesn't show on my screen. He hits the wall, actually. There, he messed up. He goes wide.
As Wolf has set a purple sector 2 there. Bacon's, he's going to reset. That's going to ruin his lap. Here, Wolf is going to make his way through sector 3 now. As we're going to see a couple of drivers finish their lap here. Looks like Regional through the final few corners of sector 3 currently. Very tricky corner, this final one. He's going to try to go a bit wide to get that better exit. Very nice corner by him.
Yep.
Plummeting down the straight. Yep, flat out chicane here.
Chicane.
Cross the line.
And he crosses
37.1. Oh, Armanoid
36.8.
Yep.
Armanoid provisional pole, but for how long? Wolf gets a lap and he's 3/10 ahead. 36.5 from Wolf.
Yep, that's a great lap there by Wolf. It looks like pole is going to be in the low 36s. Could we see a driver break into the 35s? That is the question for today.
No one currently lapping it, I think, as Blazed. Come around the final few corners to start his second lap now, since he had to abort his first lap. But
I'm putting my eye on Bacon's right now. He's actually set a 36.0 in practice. So could he be able to replicate that and set that car into the lead of the race?
Meanwhile, Dustin is currently the only one lapping at the moment, I think. He has 2 personal best sectors, of course, since this is his first lap. Let's see through the hairpin. No, he misses the curb there, and not really the best of exits. Not looking like a good lap for him. Meanwhile, 16 Rise starting his lap. Decent first few corners.
Dustin through the final corner now. He's been out of the momentum lately in D2. He hasn't really been performing the best in the last couple of weeks. Of course, this is a quadruple header. It is slowing some drivers down. He's going to cross the line. Oh, he's gonna set his lap now. All right, that's a bit
Oh,
of
that's
a glitch in the telemetry.
Oh, Blaze,
as
personal,
Blaze-
oh, bit dodgy there to that hairpin into the chicane. Can he do much better here?
He kind of
He's
checks up
But
at the exit a bit.
He has headed into sector 3 now. Let's see what he can do going through the hairpin. It's got
Ooh,
some traffic.
was a
Oh,
good
there's a
fire.
car that just phased through him. Not sure what car that was, but here we have Blade Scrappy. Just one corner to go, one effective corner, because the final chicane is flat out. So this is the final corner you actually have to brake and do really difficult stuff for. Through the now going through the chicane, running up towards the line. What is he going to do?
He's kept it
Pole
clean. That's
position.
gonna be pole.
by 2.5 tenths. Good lap from him. It's really solid here, as now the other drivers will try to challenge him. Bacon's yet to set a lap, but he is on 2 personal best sectors. His first lap, of course, Jesper, I think, just got a P6. And Reggie on a personal best first sector goes a bit wide there though, but he still gets 2 personal best sectors. Wolf on a lap as well, good sector from him it seems.
Oh, great final
Dustin.
corner by Bacon's there. He's gonna try to cross the line, see where he puts his FedEx car on pole.
Oh, a bit
If
wide.
he's gonna put it on pole. Oh, he's
Oh,
gonna go
C3.
2.5 tenths.
4 milliseconds behind Wolf.
Dustin goes fourth.
And
Ooh,
Dustin.
just caught region of Lutchig running a bit wide, coming out of the hairpin. And now he's in the final sector. Let's see what he can do. Final corner. Takes it very nicely, very close to the wall, and nice exit as well. So this could be a good run up to the line, could make up for that little mistake we saw earlier. Let's see what Lutchig is going to do. He goes 5th. Was indeed slow
Great
in the
lap by
final
him.
sector, but improved nevertheless.
Yeah, you really need to start on the front row to really have a chance in this race. Since dirty air is such a massive factor, you need to be a full second around that advantage to actually overtake the car in front. That's how hard it is to follow at this track.
The tower compound here is really big.
Jtz
course.
went up to 7th. Very nice improvement by him. Let's see who else might be in the lap time right now. Doesn't look like anyone noteworthy is. I guess the baby's on the lap, but he's gone slow in sector 1. He's also slow in sector 2, so might not expect too much, but let's take on board since he's the only one on the flying lap to see if he can get get together a good 3rd sector. Now,
Oh, good chicane from him there.
yes, very good. Going towards the hairpin now, braking around the 100-meter board. Ooh, that's
wide,
too wide.
very wide.
Yeah, that's too wide. Went on the throttle too early, coming out the corner, and that's going to cost him 1 or 2 tenths. Now approaching the final corner. He
Oh, he
banded
boats
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
He might not even make his next lap here.
Yeah.
If he will, he has to be very fast.
Yeah, XR's on the lap right now. He's just cleared the 1st sector. He's now in the 2nd sector. Going through the double right now. Looks very good. Getting close to the wall on the inside. Right followed by left. Keeps it on track. Felt like he had to compromise his exit a little bit just to stay on track. It goes slower in sector 2. Nice hairpin, keeping it tight. And opening up nicely on the exit. Going through
And
the chicane. And yeah, this is a very nice sequence of corners from XR right here. This could be a good lap, despite the red sector 2.
This is looking really good, sector 3
Yeah.
here for XR, really clean.
He just kept it on the track there, coming out the hairpin, just within the track limits of what the game allows you to do without slowing your car down. And again, a nice final corner. This could be a good lap from XR. Let's see where he's going to be. He's 3 tenths away from P6. Let's see what XR can do here. As he crosses the line, he goes P4. Only 2 tenths behind Blaze Scrap. And look at the gap from P2 to P4. Only 100th of a second in it between
Wolf has
those
set
3
a purple
drivers.
sector 2.
Oh, Wolf could challenge
Is that
Blaze
the
Scrap for
chicane?
pole here. Needs to
He
find
absolutely
this looks
nails
really good.
that chicane.
it needs to find 2.5 tenths on this lap. Can he do it? It seems like he's found time in sector 1. He's also found time in sector 2. Let's see if he can also find time in sector 3. Hairpin looks nice. He clean lap so far. Clean sector 3.
It's about to
Approaching
cross the
final
line.
corner. Brake early, keep
He
it
gets
tight, keep
P2.
it tight, open up. Dustin goes second, only 1/10 away from Blaze Grab, and now qualifying has ended as the checkered flag has fallen. What can Wolf do as he minimizes the distance and he
Pole
goes
position.
home with a 1:35?
What a lap by Wolf. He dips into the 35s. I think that's his first 35 of the week. That is absolutely clutch by Wolf to pull that in such dire circumstances here.
16 rise of a correction through the corner turn in the middle of it, a little bit too early. He and Tony are the final 2 cars yet to cross the line for the final time. 16 rise also slower in sector 2. Let's see if we can string something together through sector 3, but doesn't look like it right now.
Tony also just a bit behind, but he's on 2 red sectors, just like Rise here. Rise goes very wide though in that hairpin. And Tony has actually gained a bit here, so little improvement maybe in the sector 3.
Ooh.
Oh. Rise there,
That,
slowing
yeah,
down.
that's him finished. Let's see what Tony can do. Approaching the final chicane.
Not a best line, I thought. As if he's across the
Yeah.
line, I guess he knows that he's not going to improve.
Yeah. One thing I just noticed, our championship leader is missing.
Zuckerblad, he has retired from D2 as I think Blaine he is not racing. I think he's actually overslept since he didn't really make any announcement. Didn't really make any announcement on not attending, so
Oh no.
I think it was just a bit of a mistake by Blaine there.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, he's had a habit of doing that in Division 1 as well in the previous seasons. It's a shame. But he's I think he's guaranteed to stay.
Oh,
no, he could.
Dustin.
He's 29 points ahead in the championship, but Zuckerblad isn't here either, so that means that Blaine will stay ahead whatever happens.
Here, cars are lining on the grid. Let's discuss a bit about strategy here. We're definitely going to see a lot of 2-stoppers. That seems to be the more preferable strategy. But can we see anyone do a 1-stop? Since we didn't really see anyone in D1, I don't think, do a 1-stop, since tire wear is so different from the last time they've raced here. But that really brings into consideration the dirty air.
Yeah,
the hard tires.
Yeah, the tires have changed a lot since last time we went racing last week. So basically what the tires do now is they wear exponentially, which means that the more wear you have, the faster the grip is going to go away. So at first you might have a somewhat similar tire situation in the opening few laps, but then the tires will really start degrading, and they degrade faster and faster as time goes on, which has really shaken things up in Division 1, and let's see what it's going to do there. We'll find out shortly as the lights are about to go out for round 7 of the Division 2 Championship. It's lights out and away we go. It's Wolves here in the lead, heading into turn 1. Everyone seems to be taking it lightly. Blaze coming through it well. Dustin's going through it well, and we see all cars going through it relatively well and unscathed, also close together, as Blaze running a bit wide, tapping the wall on the outside, I think, so, which is going to give Wolf a little bit of advantage. It's crucial opening laps for the guys. It's crucial to get ahead and get that clean air, so you don't have to sit in the dirty air, and be able to be consistently push without getting compromised by dirty air.
Very wide from Rizzo.
That was absolutely perfect by Wolf. He completely clears all the cars behind him by 6/10 now. He's going to try to extend the gap now, since that opening lap was the most crucial lap for Wolf here. But now that really... Yeah, Dustin. I think Regional... Oh, Regional's really had a stinker for his first lap.
Yep, he went wide at the first corner in Sector 2 there. Really didn't help him. But now, Wolf in the lead, and almost demandingly here. Dustin really trying to catch up. He's going to have the slipstream here, but I don't think he'll be able to turn to the hairpin. Yep, weaving on the straight. Dustin a bit wide.
Oh, he's going to go wide.
Dustin wide. This could give Wolf the opportunity to break away in the opening stage of the race. It's 25 laps around here, but it's going to be one of the longest races of the season. I think the longest race of the season, actually, because all races are have roughly the same length in terms of distance, but this is definitely the slowest track in terms of average speed. So this means it's going to be a long race that we have ahead of us.
Meanwhile, Rise has made up a bit of positions here at the start. Up to P5, I believe he was somewhere around the P8 region when he had qualified, so good for him.
Seems like Blaze has closed the gap from 1 second down to 6/10 now. He's really firing those soft tires. He's gonna tap the wall there.
Dustin
Gonna lose a bit of time. Yeah, Dustin has a chance now. He's gonna try to clear him before the corner ends. He's not gonna be able to. They're gonna make their way through sector 2 now. It's very difficult in dirty airs. Dustin's gonna go really wide there. That's gonna compromise his attempt at overtaking Blaze. But he's gonna send it through these next few corners. And he's gonna be ahead of Blaze.
Yes,
that was a great...
Yeah, absolutely send it through those corners. Took an early apex, but managed to carry the speed and not run right on the exit, which allowed him to retake P2 from Blaze. They're still neck and neck though, going through the chicane now. Blaze tries to take a tighter line than Dustin and seems to... Oh, he ran a bit wide, so that cost Blaze just a little bit of time. So Dustin is now back in second place and looking to not lose sight of that pink Swift car up ahead.
Yep, now he has the clean air. Is he going to be able to take advantage of it and actually pull closer where Blazed? He's actually closed up the gap to Dustin, and he's going to overtake Dustin before the final corner. Now Blazed is ahead of Dustin. We had a bit of a swap of positions there, as Blaze is now going to get the slipstream of Wolf up in the lead, as Blaze is going to set... No, Bacon's actually. He's going to set the quickest lap of the race. Bacon's down in
Dustin!
fifth.
Almost
Dustin
cut there.
Great corner cut avoidance by Dustin there. And so we have 5 drivers within 2 seconds now. The slipstream range, as I think Bacon's just went into the wall there. Dustin, he's pulling ever so closer to Wolf. He's actually going to hit the wall. Blaze
is through. And I think Wolf has not really gapped a bit now. He's struggling a bit because he was around 8/10 clear earlier. Now he's only around 6 to 7. But I think he just got there because of the dirty air Blaze is receiving.
I think it's due to the slipstream down the main straight. Of course, slipstream has less of an effect around here, but I still think you can gain like 4/10 if you are close enough in the slipstream.
Wolf went really wide there.
Wide.
But yeah, then we see the guys behind losing that time again through the dirty air, through this very twisty middle section of the track. Now, once again, we...
Oh, Blaze wide.
Yeah. Now, once again, we get to the section with more straight. So here we go, a little straight going into a hairpin, followed by another straight.
Oh, Wolf's going to go wide. Wolf went wide. That's going to compromise his time. Dustin is pulling a bit closer there.
Yeah, Dustin and Blaze keeping the pressure on Wolf here. Meanwhile, as they are battling with each other as well, going through the final corner now. Dustin in second right now with Blaze right up his gearbox. Going through the final chicane, starting a lap 4. The gap is 9/10, and between Dustin and Blaze, there's only roughly 1 to 2 tenths between them. Very close stuff, as Wolf looks like he has had a bad run through the first chicane, which allows Dustin to close in. And now Dustin is almost closer.
Very big dive bomb.
Dustin is almost close to Wolf down the ears to Blaze, and yeah, Wolf doesn't seem to be able to be pull away quite yet. Still got somewhat of a good gap going. Good sequence of corners, good chicane from Wolf right there, which means he builds a gap back up to 9/10, almost a second. Now it's over a second, going through the middle sector now. And there's still a nice train going from P2 down to P6, I think P7 even. Yes, P7. They are within 2 seconds of each other. So good to see that everyone, or most cars, are able to keep up for now, which means it's...
There's a fight for P4 here, as 16 rises with a slight mistake. X-Star goes a bit wide. 4-way fight for P4 here.
Oh, XR made a big mistake.
Oh.
It's going to cost him. That's going to drop XR back to 7th, and it's going to put him under pressure from Regional Floche in 8th. XR with a purple first sector, though, must have gotten a lot of slipstream, or very good run through the opening for the first couple of corners. Purple through sector 1 on lap 4. That's pretty impressive, I would say.
They're about to begin lap 5 here, and this is around the time when the soft tires begin to fall off as they reach more than 40 wear. Around that range, that is when the tires
Look at
The
Dustin
handling
though.
starts to.
Yeah, can't see what tire is Dustin. Dustin is on the
Wolf
softs.
weaving.
Blaze is also on the softs. It looks like the vast majority of the drivers have gone for the softs for the opening stint. Yeah.
Yep. As I think they're all probably thinking of either a soft, medium,
Wolf got in the
medium.
wall.
Oh. So Wolf is now failing to gap Dustin here, as Dustin is hot on his tail. Dustin though, he has to go a bit conservative on that turn, but he will get the slipstream into this tricky double right-hander. Will he get past? Almost in the wall there. Could have been a big mistake. Wolf a bit wide. Dustin can come back here. The hairpin.
Yeah, Dustin got a massive drive off the corner. They're gonna make their way through Sector 3 now. This is a very difficult sector to keep it in the dirty air, as Dustin, see, he has to lift massively
it,
there.
though.
He's gonna lose. Yeah, he's gonna keep the car on the track, but he's gonna lose a lot of time.
But he
They're
will
gonna
have
make
this
their way.
slipstream.
Yeah, they're gonna make their way through the
little
hairpin.
straight. Oh, Wolf a bit wide, but has a little better exit. Dustin trying to come back here.
Yeah, so this is about the
So-
time when we should expect to see cars come in for the undercut, since the undercut can gain you up to 2 or 3, maybe even 4 seconds even. That's how strong and powerful the clean air is here in Rio, as they're gonna begin the 6th
Remember,
lap.
The undercut will also allow you to have a lot of less tire wear because Rio has a very long lap. So even if you will be able to undercut the driver behind you, even if they're on the same compound, they'll be having so much more grip.
Interestingly, no one pits on lap 6 here.
Yeah, what have the Division 1 guys done actually? As I'm asking you as a podium finisher from Division 1.
So basically I went for the soft and medium strategy. Obviously didn't work because at the end I was struggling in setting laps over the 1-minute 40s. But I would say that these drivers should be looking at taking the medium compounds a lot more than they should be taking the soft compounds here, because just because of how more durable the medium compounds are. I think they'll be starting to pit around this lap or the next 2 laps here, since this is the point where the soft tires are basically undrivable, as Dustin seems to be
Oh, Wolf,
feeling the effect
a bit
of
wide.
that tire wear.
And now into the hairpin. There you go, Dustin with a very hard brakings on there. Wolf really cutting the slipstream here. Look how much he veered to the left there. So he's really trying to keep this lead and not let it slip away from him, of course.
Yeah.
This would be his first Division 2 win. Actually, first Division 2 win for both the drivers if they do keep it for the rest of the race. No one pits from the pair of them.
Wolf, I don't think he's gonna get a.
Oh, XR in. So it's regional. 2 drivers in the pit, in the half boxed. I think they'll both go for medium tires.
Yep, as we currently have a fight for the lead here. Dustin trying to get by Wolf here. He's actually going to go a bit wide there. That's going to compromise his exit here. He's actually going to go into the wall just a bit there. He just tapped the wall a bit on the exit. That's going to really ruin his attempt at overtaking Wolf. I think he should be looking at pitting this lap.
Yep, and so should Wolf because he's on the same strategy as for now as Dustin. Now, of course, the undercut here, as you mentioned, is powerful. So I'm not sure if Wolf is eager to stay out another lap.
And a driver I've been watching for this entire race is Bacon. He actually didn't get that good of a first few laps here. He dropped all the way down to 7th, but he's made his way all the way back up to 4th place. So he should be a driver we should be looking at here.
Yep, of
for
course.
the rest of the race.
Bacon's, he had a good. He was of course
Dustin could
on the
have a
overcut
go.
strategy.
Dustin is very close to Wolf now for the lead in this race. Going
Oh.
through the hairpin now. They are phasing through each other. There's only 1/10 between them. Wolf having a better exit though means that he gets a slight breakaway once again. And also trying to break the toe from Dustin. Wolf trying to use every little trick in the book in order to stay ahead of Dustin,
Oh,
which seems
Dustin
to be
wide.
working for now. Both going a bit wide. Let's see what they're going to do. They're both still staying out on the softs. As Blaze Scrap
As
now goes
Blaze.
into the pits.
Blazed
16 Rise comes in.
16.
Yeah, Blazed, I think he's
Let's
gonna
see
get
which
the
cars to get.
undercut. He's gonna get the undercut done. It's just the tire advantage
Blaze
is
on the
just too much
softs.
here. Oh, he goes on to the mediums actually.
Blaze on the
Mediums, I think everyone
mediums.
who's pitted
Blade keeps
actually
on the
went on to the
mediums.
mediums.
Yeah, does
But
look like
apart from,
that.
I think
Let's see where XR is going to come out as he pitted one lap early. He comes out just behind 16 Rise, which I think was the same place as where it was before. XR is about to be overtaken by a region of blockchain. However,
I think XR actually got a
16
corner
is on the.
cut. That's why he was so slow there.
it might be the case. Either way, he has to defend from blockchain now. As he head into sector 2 to the Tabac-esque corner. We can't stay to the right for too long because it's there's a right-hander coming up next, so he wants to go to the left. Take a good run through the right-hander and be on your way
Wolf,
again.
Wolf. A bit dodgy.
So I'm
Wolf, a very
actually
dodgy line.
kind of confused on what Dustin's trying to do here, because if Wolf comes in, his best strategy is to go opposite of him. So Dustin staying out for this long is actually going to compromise him a bit, because
I,
Blazed behind, he's pitted.
I think
So-
if Dustin wanted to try something, he should have pitted last lap. I don't think the overcut is going to be good for him.
By the way,
Wolf comes in.
Blaze is within the pit window here.
Yeah,
He's 9/10ths within the timing which takes to pit.
yeah. Blaze could
Will he take the lead? Armonoid.
have a go here. Let's see what Blaze is going to do. Wolf is about to come out the pits. Do we see Blaze? Let's see. That's not. Yeah, that's Blaze, and he's already getting past.
Oh, yep,
So
that's going to
does
be
16
easy.
Rise.
An easy
Oh,
undercut for
16
him right there.
Rise.
Yeah, so Dustin
Rise, what
and
a.
Wolf both lost a lot of ground here.
But I think they will be able to come back. Of course, they have much fresher tires, which should help them when they are in the dirty air.
Now that brings me to Armanoid right here, who's up in first place. He's on old medium compounds. I think he might be going for a one-stop here, because he's 9 seconds ahead, and he's got the baby, his teammate right there, who's going to hold up, or try at least to hold up Blaze. So I think Armanoid's, he's actually put himself into a great position here for the rest of the race.
That would be an interesting strategy. Not sure if it's going to work though. He could use a few points. Arminoid, he's only been able to score a handful of points so far this season. Had a few non-points finishes. Looks like he's certainly going to get a couple of points from this round at least. Looking further down the order. But yeah, Armanoid going for a risky strategy. I don't think anyone in Division 1 has gone for that strategy for a one-stop. Has anyone? Well, Axel did, but he finished all the way at the back.
Yeah, it's just the tire wear was too much, and I don't think the hards were a very viable compound to actually go on, because they were around 2 seconds slower than the softs. So a lot of time would be lost.
The baby's coming in now.
Also, there goes any chance of his teammate holding up the rest of the pack there. So let's see how long Armanoid can actually extend this to, because if he can extend this for around 6 more laps, I think he's going to be in a very good position for the rest of the race. But that's considering that he has to go around 1 second slower than Blaze. But Blaze, he is on the medium compounds, newer medium compounds, so he might be going a bit quicker than expected there.
Meanwhile, there's a four-way car fight for P4, which could be the net lead. Not the net lead, but the original leaders, which are in this fight. But I think the pack behind them, Bacons and XR, they're losing a bit on the.
Yeah, for the people who've actually stopped, Blazed and 16 Rise, they're only separated by around 7/10ths here. So it's going to be interesting to see
Blaze.
who dukes it out for the lead.
Running a little bit
Purple
wide.
sector.
Dustin's going to clear Wolf, but Wolf gets a
Yeah.
fantastic exit through there.
It could
He's
say
actually going to
that.
get in front of Dustin, yeah.
Oh, Dustin wide a bit. He didn't exactly hit the curve. But now Toad Bacon's coming back at them, maybe.
Yeah, Bacon's trying to fight for that podium position. He's going to go phase through them, and he's going to get the better exit out of those three.
What a run.
Yeah, he's going to have the slipstream. They're going to plummet down towards the final corner here, or the second final
3
corner.
wide.
Yep, 3 cars abreast. They're going to Try to get the best exit here. Bacons does get the best exit out of all three cars. Here comes through the flat out chicane. Very nicely through there. Three cars
They're all
separated by
clear-
less
they're
than a
all-
tenth.
Yeah, they are inseparable, right? Let's see who
I'm
takes
right
the first
pits.
chicane the best. They all go
Oh,
through it relatively well.
Dustin almost.
Going through turn 3 now. Wolf
Oh,
slightly
Wolf in the
scraped
wall.
the wall. That's going to cost him a 10th, and that's going to drop him behind Bacons indefinitely.
Yeah, Bacons has returned to the podium spot right there. Great racing by Bacons. He's made his way from 7th all the way up to 3rd now.
Yeah,
He's gonna
he just won purple in sector 1.
Yeah, he's gonna be chasing after Blazed and 16 Rise because I think he has 2 laps.
Corner cut for
Fresher
Dustin.
tires. Oh no, Dustin's and Wolf as well. I think Wolf and Dustin both corner cutted. That made them lose a lot of time there. As Bacons is gonna pull away from them, and he's closed his gap to Blazed by
Oh, Wolf wide.
5/10 in the last sector. Bacon's on a flyer of a lap right now. As 16
This
Rise
could be a
and Blaze.
fastest.
Oh, I think Blaze had a corner cut. 16 Rise is gonna clear him. He's gonna take the lead now. 16 Rise leads the Brazilian Grand Prix here.
His home
Blaze
race as
has
well.
the tighter line.
His home race as well, might I add.
Yep. 16 Rise is a native Brazilian here. He's gonna try to win his home race for the first time here in FRL. Blaze takes a tighter line than 16 Rise here. Looks like 16 Rise is gonna stay in front, but Blaze does have the slipstream as they enter the pit straight as they begin lap 12 of the race.
Look at the overspeed Blaze has on 16.
Bacon's purple with a 36.6. Good lap from Bacon's
Oh, he's
right
gonna
there.
corner cut. Bacons is gonna corner cut. That's gonna ruin his momentum, and he's dropped.
Oh no.
And he's lost all the work that he's done. He's dropped down to 3 seconds.
Look at Dustin and Wolf trying to hunt him down here into the chicane. As Wolf and Dustin have a little of a dodgy line there. Bacon's, of course, not in the dirty air anymore. He doesn't have to worry. But 2 drivers now behind him trying to catch up to the last podium spot. As Wolf very wide. Dustin trying to turn back.
Yeah, Wolf did go a bit wide there. But more interestingly, I think, yeah, Bacons and 16 Rise, they're on the soft compound. So that's something to look for. Are they going for a triple soft strategy? Or are they going to fit on the mediums? We'll see what
It looks like
for
it's
the rest of the race.
working for 16 Rise here because he's cleared Blaze by 1.3 seconds. He will probably lose a bit more when he is on the last part of the stint, but this is looking really solid here for the Brazilian driver in his home race.
Yeah, those soft tires are absolutely flying right now. As Bacons, he's actually closed up his gap to 16 Rise again. Bacons currently is the fastest car on track. As I think Regional, he has DNF'd. Regional has DNF'd from the race. That is absolute heartbreak from him. For such a good effort early on. Bacons, he's closed up the gap. And he's gonna corner cut again.
Oh,
he's not really liking that turn 1, I don't think.
Yep, it is a quite nightmare when you have high wear going into turn 1, but I think Bacon's is trying a bit too much to push up here. I think he's really focused on getting this P2 from Blazed.
Yep, Blaze just went into the wall a bit there. I think that those medium compounds aren't really
Bacon's
working as we
under a
expected.
second.
Yeah, Bacons is really closing here, but I think that's
a bit
just
wide.
because Blazed, he's gonna hold up Bacons for quite a bit here. The dirty air, he's gonna try
Blaze
to
is out of
navigate.
2 seconds.
Yeah, Blaze
Yeah,
is really
slipstream
dropping
of
back.
16 Rise.
Yeah, but
So-
when should we expect the soft tires to really drop off here? Because 16 Rise, he is on the sauce and he is leading. But Blazed, he will have the tire advantage near the end of his stint here. So when do you think we'll see that happen?
I think he needs to pit until lap 17 to go on a triple soft strategy. He might go on the mediums, I think, because I don't think these softs will last.
Yeah, but Bacons, I think early on during practice, he did mention that he was going to experiment with a triple soft strategy. So we'll see how that pans out. Bacon's really losing a bit of time in this dirty air. He's within a second. He's gonna. I think the best thing Bacon wants right now is to actually just clear or stay within a second of Blazed or stay within 3 seconds of 16 Rise in front, since he will have the opportunity to undercut. As Wolf and Dustin, they've really dropped off since the first stint, haven't they? They're still battling side by side.
Yep.
But they're 5 seconds behind. They've lost so much time compared to where they were in the first stint.
But I think, yeah, they've kind of thrown this race away. But they are on the mediums. They might come back on the later part of the race if they go on the softs here. So let's see until their second pit stop if they are still contending for the lead.
Yep, it is still lap 14, or I think around lap 16 to 18. That's the pit window for when the medium and maybe even soft runners can come in.
And Blaze. Look at Blaze. He's back under 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think 16 Rise made a big mistake.
Yeah,
16 Rise, I think, yeah.
His softs are struggling, and he might have to pit soon.
Yeah, he's struggling just a bit, and I think Bacon's isn't really happy with the way that that Blazed is driving right now, since Blaze is really holding up Bacon's here. I think Bacon's really had the pace to really take the lead during that first stint. So, Bacon's, is he going to come in a bit early, try to get that undercut on those 2 cars in front?
It has
It's
to go to
2.7 now.
mediums, though, for the final stint, which is going to be quite a long stint, might I add. Still, 11 laps to go as we're heading on to lap 15. So I think it would be a bit early to go onto the mediums. I think, but I think after 16 laps it would be good, or yeah, either this lap or next lap. That would be the optimal strategy, I think.
Yeah, Blaze has he's pulled back into the slipstream range of 16 Rise in front, so I think the mediums are starting to work.
Gaining.
Oh yeah, 3/10 through that last chicane. Those mediums are really working well now. Or I think 16 Rise, he might have made a mistake because Bacon's has also pulled a bit closer to 2 seconds now.
Blaze a bit wide.
I think the softs are really starting to drop off though compared to the mediums. They pitted around roughly the same time, and they're now 6 or 7 laps into the stint. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Blaze personal best first sector. That is a red second sector though.
Oh, what
lag
happened
spike.
there?
Oh,
I think that was the lag spike.
Yep, that looked a bit weird on my screen there.
Blaze,
Thought he might have gone to corner cut. But Blaze, he's really pulling a bit closer. 16 Rise has Blazed all over his wing mirrors right now. Sector 3 really tricky with high tire, where Bacon's goes all the way off the track, all 4 wheels there. He's gonna lose a bunch of time. Blazed, he's really in the slipstream here. He's gonna try to use that to his advantage as they're about to approach.
16 pit.
Yep, 16. The 16th lap of the race.
He's coming in.
Yep. 16
So
Rise wants to
take the lead of
protect
the
his
race.
Yeah, he's going to do 10 laps on the mediums for the final stint. Can he hang on? Can he? He's on softs again.
Softs.
Okay.
That is a triple soft strategy. That is very, very bold from 16 Rise there. I think what he's trying to bet on is that track position is more important than tire wear right now because of how hard it was for Blaze to pass.
Yeah, I think he wants to create a gap early in the stint. Make sure he's got the buffer going once the other guys have pitted as well. So he can try to manage that gap from there. I think that's what 16 Rise is trying to do, but that's surely a tricky strategy.
Yeah, Bacon's now in slipstream range of Blazed up in front.
I think 16 Rise is going all in with here. His previous best result in this division was... well, he's yet to score a podium in this division, 16 Rise is, and here he is fighting for the win. So he's going all in. Now he's got a shot at victory, and he's going all in, it seems, going on the softs again. And for sure, he's going to be the quickest car on the track right now.
Yeah,
and
what a result it would be for him to...
He's going to have a 2 or 3 second gap once the other guys pit in. Even if it's just 1 lap, that's like 1.5 second gain by doing the undercut. But of course, that
Bacon's pit because he's on the soft. And
Oh, he's gonna
he
hit.
decides.
Comes
And Dustin.
in. Blaze carries on for another lap in this race. Let's see Bacons. He was...
Oh, he missed the pit box.
Yeah, I saw that. He missed the pit box. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Let's see what Dustin is going to do. Dustin stopped, and Dustin, yeah, he definitely closed
Comes
the
out
gap.
in
He's
front.
now ahead now. He's ahead of Bacons now.
That's major implications for the rest of the race since Bacon's. He really needed that clean air to really pull in front. Now he's going to
Now
be stuck behind Dustin.
He's gone backwards. I mean, not sure why Bacons is complaining in the chat though, because he's racing them. He doesn't have to get out of the way for him. The
Yeah,
guy ahead.
Bacon's.
So yeah,
Yeah, he's really lost out.
yeah, but now he's behind Dustin, so that's one more car for him to clear. Unfortunately for him.
Yeah, just remember
Look
that
at
in
Wolf, though.
average.
Oh, Dustin
The
very
average-
wide. Dustin runs very wide out the corner.
Oh.
That's going to give Bacon's opportunity to get past here.
Bacon's.
Go through the middle sector now. Bacon's
Yep.
very nice corner by him, and he is past Dustin now. So, yeah.
Oh, bit
But
wide.
Dustin,
Not
what a
quite.
massive drive off the corner.
Yeah, got a very good run there. Very impressive. So they are neck and neck right now. Bacons is still ahead of Dustin on his screen, remember. So if they're going through each other, then they are both ahead of each other on the respective screens. That's how it works
Dustin,
with
what a run, but-
vision lag. Now Dustin slowly gets ahead once again. Meanwhile, Blaze still out on track. 60 Bryce is... let's see. Well, let's talk about 60 Bryce. He's like 3 or 4 seconds up the road from Bacons and Dustin. So he's got a healthy gap here as Wolf comes into the pits. And Blaze Scrap is also in the pits, even though the leaderboard doesn't show it for me. Blaze
Yep,
Scrap
looks like
in the
16
pits
Bryce.
now. Let's see what he's going to do. Armenian inherits the
Armenoid.
lead as he carries on for
Oh,
another lap.
16 Rice. He's going to corner cut there, but 16 Rice is going to pull to a 5-second gap as Dustin hits the wall with his battle with Bacon's. 16 Rice has pulled to a massive gap in front. Now he has,
3.8 seconds.
yeah, he has all the defending to do here since he has the last 10 laps on those soft compounds, but he has Armenoid up in front, who's probably going to hold him up for a couple of laps here. Armenoid is on the medium compounds.
Oh, wide there a bit for our Armenia.
Oh,
Yeah, looks like Bacon's-
big mistake from Blaze right there. He turned in too early for the Tobacco's corner and had to correct himself, and that led him to running too wide and hitting the wall on the outside coming out of the Tobacco corner. And
Yeah, what a
that's
major mistake from Blaze.
has cost him like 2 seconds, I think. And is really hurting his podium chances in this race. As 60 Rice is taking over the lead from Armenian now. Armenian being on old mediums right now. And
Look how much Bacon's is gaining though. A half a second.
Yeah, one lap tire advantage there from Bacon's and Dustin. But they do have the back marker up in front, who's definitely going to hold them back for a couple of seconds here. But Bacon's, he closed up around 1 second on 16 Rice there, so that's really interesting. There's only around 8 laps left. What's going to happen? Armenioid
So-
still staying out on those medium compounds. He's going to act like a moving
Oh,
chicane here
Bacon's.
for Bacon's. As Bacon's does set,
36.3.
that is a good lap by Bacon's there, but he is starting to enter the dirty air of Armenioid up in front. And he is going to go really wide there.
Bacon's. Oh, very
Yeah.
late
It's
breaking
going
there.
to be held up by Armenoid here. It's no blue flags in play here as they are
he
fighting
goes
for
through.
position here. Bacons finds his way past, and so will Dustin soon, I reckon. As
Yep, that
Armenoid, he's having a good race right now. Armenoid is, but unfortunately he does seem to be able to hold it out on those old tires.
yeah, that was absolutely crucial for Bacon's to clear Armenioid, or else he would have been held up for another sequence of corners since it's so hard to pass in Sector 2 at this track, just because of how many corners there are. As he's actually going to close up 2 tenths to 16 Rise up in front. Bacon's really finding the pace here.
Yeah, this could go down to the wire. Dustin is also still in it for the win here. Blaze Scrap, not sure. He's saying in purple sector 2 right now. Not sure where Blaze is. He seems to be quite a long way back. But this but he has an outside chance of winning the race. He's got the best tires out of everyone who's on track right now, and it could be very interesting in the closing laps to see who's going to take home the win. As we've got definitely 3 cars in contention here if Bakens and Dustin are able to catch up. Which they could since they are on newer tires compared to 16 Rice, who remember pitted early than the rest of the guys. So he could have a small breakaway right now.
Oh, 16 a bit wide there. He didn't take the curb like Bacon's has. So
Yeah,
Bacon's gonna get a whole.
Yeah, I think Bacon's pitted, I think it was 2 laps later than 16 Rice, so he's going to have the tire advantage when trying to overtake 16 Rice here. And he is really showing that he is on the fresher tires. He's just closed up a couple of times there. Actually, he lost a bit of
there.
ground. Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's a mistake from Bacon's because now Dustin might close up. He's a bit closer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bit
that's
of a talking point here. Wolfseer, he's dropped all the way back to 5th place and 9 seconds behind after being on pole and basically leading the entire first stint. So that's rather interesting for Wolf. He doesn't really seem to have the pace on these medium compounds. And he's going to be under pressure by XR right behind. As Bacon's, he just closed up a ton there. No, but he's lost it all again through these sequence of corners. Dustin still right behind.
He ran wide again, though. It looks like Bakes is slightly getting away. The gap to P1 is 2.4 seconds, as we can see in the leaderboard. 16 Rice is more or less maintaining the gap. Bakes is, of course, slightly closing in, but that's normal, considering his tire advantage. So I would say 16 Rice is doing a good job for now, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hang on for the win. He's got 5 more laps to go, as he is going to start lap 21 out of 25. It's got a long way to go still. It's a long lap here. 137s, 136s is what we get around here. And yeah, he's going to have to hold his breath and keep pushing.
Yep.
Bacon's so much faster to the first chicane, though. So
yeah,
this is looking...
He's just able to be so much more confident on the brakes.
Yep, has so much more grip, but now he's really closing in the 2-second mark here. Only 37 milliseconds away. Now 83.
I think.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the back for P9, there's a 3-way battle going on between Tony, the baby, and Jesper. Tony is P9 now.
Gapping.
Yeah, it's a good scrap back there.
Yeah, they seem to be spreading out ever so slightly, though. Meanwhile, we of course are keeping an eye out on Bakers, who is losing time, losing 2 tenths just now, losing 3 tenths in total. He hasn't had a good lap, and 16 Rice goes green in sector 2. What a monster sector did he have?
And especially on 6-lap old softs, that's rather impressive.
He has no right to do that. That's impressive.
Yeah, he's
no
really
right to set that green sector, and he really is determined to win his own race and get his first podium and to win, not to forget, in this division. So very impressive stuff on 16 Rice. He's got 4 laps to go and maintained the gap last lap to Cope Bacons, who himself has managed to build a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a buffer to Dustin. Meanwhile, let's not forget about Blaze Scrap, who seems to be catching up to Dustin in 3rd place. So the battle for 3rd could be a thing heading into the final lap of this race.
16 Rice rather seems to be very calm and collected right now. I thought he would be struggling a bit, as he actually did just hit the wall right as I said that. So bit of a mistake by 16 Rice. How much time is Bacon's going to gain? He's going to gain 5 minutes, actually.
That's a lot.
Yeah, Bacon's, he's closed up a lot. He is very close to slipstream range right now, so
I'll tell you what, he's already getting a little bit of slipstream, but also a little bit of dirty air. Because you're starting to feel the dirty air now going through the middle section. And right now the gap is closing down, so this
Bacon's closing.
Looks like a battle is brewing between 16 Rice and Co Bacons. Co Bacons looking to bring himself back in the championship battle, looking to almost take the championship lead. He's currently 32 points behind Blaine, who is currently not present right now. Bakes is 3rd in the championship. Zuckerblatt, who has retired, who has left the division, is in 2nd. So Bakes is going to be at least a second after this round, and he's going to be within, I would say, 7-6 points of Blaine if he can win this race.
Yeah, Bacon's just pulled 4/10 on 16 Rise right there. 16 Rise really is really struggling on those soft compounds. I think the difference between 9-lap old softs and 10-lap old softs is around 2 seconds. That's how much the exponential wear rate.
Oh, Bacon's almost did a mistake, but now he's closing in really, really rapidly. Under a second.
Yeah, both
But he's
cars.
in the wall.
Oh, 16 Riders is probably feeling the pressure right now. Bakes is probably pumping with adrenaline right now.
Oh.
16 Riders, not a good run through the chicane.
Bakers.
That's going to allow Bakers to close in significantly. Second lap in a row where 16 Riders is making a mistake. He hit the
I
wall
think
on
Rise
it.
in the wall.
Yeah, on the inside again. That's going to put. It's got Bacon's.
Bacon's
It's going
much
to
better
find its way
rise.
past. He is already getting past right here. Can 16 Rise do anything about it on his all the tires? Not sure if he can,
Oh.
but that's going to put Kurt Bacon's into the lead of this race with just a handful
Oh,
of laps to go. Runs a
Bacon's
bit
did
wide
go a
though.
bit wide.
It's not over.
Bacon's, he has to do so much work now to get back P1. Of course, there's a 1-lap disadvantage, goes wide there,
Taking a lot of risk there.
but he has a slipstream.
16 Rise is pushing. He really wants that position back here. He's gonna try to outbrake Bacon's, unable to.
Yeah.
As he's gonna stay still within 5/10, I believe. 6/10 there. So
Oh.
he is still within slipstream range. So is he able to stay within that gap here as they're gonna approach 2 laps to go? The
Oh,
penultimate
16
lap.
very wide.
Yep, 16
That's
Rise
where they
has
get him with
kind of
the
ruined
exit.
his chances there. Bacon's, he needs to keep it as clean as possible now. Lap 24, he's only got 2 laps left.
Yeah, Dustin's
He's
also
just-
closing in here. Oh,
Oh, right.
broke too
Oh.
late. 16 Rise. That's a big mistake from him. That's going to put him under pressure from
Hasn't lost much though.
Dustin.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
seems to be
Dustin
getting
has
strong
closed up.
still. Yeah, and Blaze is
think-
also right there. Blaze has gained a lot of time. He's closing on all of them over the last couple of laps, and Blaze is now getting
Oh,
involved
just in the wall. Blaze coming back.
Yeah, Dustin went in the wall there. Blaze has now taken P3 and the podium position away from Dustin. That is absolutely heartbreaking for Dustin to lose the podium in such a terrible
It's
way
not
here.
over yet. Dustin got a better run out coming off the right hander. He's all over the back of Blaze still. Of course, Blaze has that tire advance to work with, but he runs a bit wide, and that's going to allow Dustin to have a go and give Dustin an opportunity to gain back third place here.
Oh, Bacon goes really wide there.
Oh, 16
Oh,
might
he's
have
gonna-
made a mistake.
Yeah, 16 Ride did. Yeah, he made a mistake there. He's going to drop all the way back as Dustin and Blaze there. I think they're just tripping over each other at this point. They're
Yeah,
both making each other lose time.
16 Rise now being called in this battle for P3, which has turned into a battle for P2 here. All three going through the hairpin now. They all
Nice a bit
come out of it well.
wide there.
And this is going to be an exciting battle on the final lap with 3 different situations, 3 different tire age for the drivers of Blaze.
Oh, Blaze.
Having the race's tires may already take P2 here.
That is a great drive by Blaze to get all the way up to P2, and he does clear 16 Rise for P2. Final lap now.
But look at Dustin. Dustin
That's still
coming
right
back.
there. This is going to be a 3-way
Oh,
fight for
Blaze.
P2. Blaze with a great run coming out of the chicane. And it looks like Blaze might take P2 here. Having the freshest tires out of all the 3 cars and having the clean air right
Dustin
now.
the wall.
Dustin
Rise back
in the
into
wall.
P3.
Which, Dustin in the wall. Such a nice thing to say at Rio, by the way. Blaze seems to be getting away in P2. Now it looks like the battle for P2 is over unless Blaze make a mistake, of course. Bacon seems to have sealed the victory at this track, but the battle for P3 is not over. 16 Rise runs very
Rise, a
wide,
bit
and
wide.
that's going to cost him P3 potentially. Now has a lot of work to do if he wants to reclaim P3, which is going to be a big ask. And Wolf is not too far behind either. He could, if 16 Rise isn't
Dustin.
careful, Wolf could get back in the fight. And 16 Rise is really floundering it at this point, and that could put him under pressure from Wolf even for Wolf could fight for P4. I think Wolf has just been given a little bit of extra hope as he's now really pushing out. I'm pretty sure trying
Look how
to
much he's
claim.
gaining.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Bacon's really
3 tenths.
Yeah,
he's doing really well to keep it clean on this final lap. He's made 0 mistakes so far. He's going to come through the final few corners here in Sector 3.
We can see Bacon's going through the final corner up ahead. He's going to claim victory at this track. And Wolf is going to get past 16 Rice for P4 here. 16 Rice, after such an amazing effort, looked like he was on for the win here. Bacon's wins the race with Blaze coming home in second, Dustin third. Wolf snatches P4 on the final lap. 16 Rice, good effort. Unfortunately, dropped down to P5 on the final lap here. Lost 2 places. Good effort by him. He took a risk, didn't pay off unfortunately, but we have to applaud him for that effort.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
what a great
battle for P9 here. Baby seems to have won that fight with Tony in 10th and Jesper coming home in 11th to claim 2 points for Des Betrayal of Riaz to keep them in the lead in the Constructors' Championship. And that's race over. What a race.
Well, that was certainly a lot better than I expected it to be, especially since how hard it was to pass in the D1 race. I didn't really expect cars to be overtaking each other basically every corner. So that was a pretty good surprise, especially... Actually, no, it wasn't really a surprise since D2, really interesting races this season. There really hasn't been a bad D2 race, if I can recall. Yeah, all D2 races.
Even in Rio, where there's so much dirty air, even there, you had good racing. So that's maybe showing how great the season has been so far.
Yeah, Division 2 has really been proven to be really tight division at the top, at least. If you look at the top 6, all 6 have that race winning potential. I think if you look back, Wolf was leading at the start of the race. He was looking strong. 16 Rice was looking on to win the race. Dustin has always been right there and has always been in a shout for the win. Blaze has been in a shout for the win. Got very close to Bacon's in the end. And then Bacon's, looked after a rough start, managed to climb back up to first place and take home the win here. And yeah, great recovery by Bacon's. Also by Blaze, as he had to come from a little bit further down the road. And yeah, that concludes this race.
Yeah, that was a really good race. Congrats to everyone in D2. That was very fun for the audience to watch.
Yeah, thank you, Division 2, once again for an amazing race. Anyway, that will do it for this stream today. Thank you, everyone, for watching and for experiencing this great Division 2 race. We will see you next time. Have a nice day. Have a nice morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, or maybe even at night if you live in Australia and stayed up late, or in Oceania. And we'll see you next